I certainly am looking forward to flying on a ship named the Unreliable. I'll just head upstairs and claim a room.
Some...
Captain, I have to... What can I do for you, Captain? Do you know how to install a power regulator? Outstanding, Captain. Your aptitude for engineering will prove invaluable in the event our engine room is located. What can I do for you, Captain? All systems are operating within acceptable parameters. I am prepared to bring the Unreliable into low-altitude orbit. This should prove an adequate test of our flight capabilities. We have received a communication request from Dr. Phineas Wells.
Aha, there you are. Hale and hearty, and captain of your own ship. I see you're putting the Unreliable to good use. Shame about her former captain. Horrible way to die. How are you feeling, by the way? I lost track of you in that cave back there. Experiencing any, unnatural drippage? Perfectly normal side effect of thawing, I assure you. What you saw in Emerald Vale is happening all across the colony. Food shortages, lack of supplies, and basic necessities. We're dying. The chairman, the minister, and all their lackeys. The Hope has some of the brightest minds Earth ever sent us. If we can revive the Hope's colonists, they can help us undo the board's You need to get to Stellar Bay on Monarch. I have contacts there. They'll help me. Help us. Gladys Kelly, lovely woman, runs a cozy little black marketing outfit on the Groundbreaker. Excellent. I'll send... By the way, I call it the holographic shroud. And remember, don't trust the board. They'll try to win you over with... The board's only interested in filling their own pockets. If we don't put...
Transmission ended. If you are ready to...
Yes, you caught me ruminating again. What's Bokonu, the author, had some interesting theories. Unfortunately, he was also one of the founders. Nothing too out of... Oh, I was...
Captain Hawthorne used to be more dashing. We've arrived at Phineas's orbital lab. The Groundbreaker has approved our request for docking, Captain. You're free to disembark. Welcome back, Captain. How can I be of assistance? Certainly, Captain. What would you like to hear? I wish I was your second derivative, so I could investigate your concavities. As you wish, Captain. What part of the colony? We're cleared to dock with the Groundbreaker, if that's your desire. If we're going there, please be sure all docking forms have been filed in triplicate and fees have been paid. The Mardettes take their docking laws. I can, yes. Let me add that to my list of 1 million. You are more than... Of course. What part of the... How... Goodbye.
Can we talk? Hey, Captain. I heard that Groundbreaker's got a real good engineer. I was thinking that maybe I ought to meet her. I don't got much experience fixing actual spaceships. Thanks. Did you want to talk about...
Just checking your ship's manifest. Standard procedure. Welcome to Groundbreaker, by the by. Don't mind the heat. Got a few days before it reaches critical. I'm sure Miss Chief Tennyson will get it sorted before then. Still reviewing your manifest. Why not have...
Captain. Hey, Captain. I'm in space. I never thought I'd be able to say that.
That's not the point. This halfwit just knocked out one of my workers.
Yeah, with a tossball stick. I heard you the first time.
Customs and inspection, right this way. Identification, please. You've got a ship, but you've never visited Groundbreaker. You must have just dusted off from one of those dirt-side outposts.
Sure did. And now we're in space.
Well, welcome to Groundbreaker. I'm sorry to tell you this, but I'm about to ruin your day. According to your ship's record, you've been flagged by the board. Your ship will be impounded until such a time as they see fit to lift it.
Well, isn't this wonderful? The captain's done something to get on the board's bad side.
Now, hold on. This isn't the end of the world. Probably. You'll want to take it up with Udom Bedford, our board representative here on Groundbreaker. His office is located along the starboard wall of the promenade. Shines like a Byzantium commode. You can't miss it. Access to that information is above my pay grade, and I shouldn't be mentioning it, but what the hell? This here, impounding, if I had to take a guess... You take the starch out of him? Oh, and if you're headed that way, would you mind doing me a favor? Wanda Dorset over in sickbay, tell her the shipment's not in yet. It's not coming in anytime soon. A handful. Is there anything else? The fence. You'll find her in the rest and go. On your left when you... Make sure you... Most places are on... I got a preference for the law. You need anything else? You let me know. Maybe. 2 biggest operations are... Most of those jobs are going to take you... Are you pulling my leg? You must be one of them long-haul freighters from outside. Goes like this. Back on Earth, before the crossing, the powers that be were... A bunch of companies decided to Yep. Groundbreaker's the only real... Seems like every year the board... Sitting around drinking whiskey and smoking cigars, yeah, probably. Can't say for sure, of course. Doubt I'll ever see the inside of it myself. Groundbreaker, once everybody been de-thawed, and I guess that was the start of our independent spirit. Now, here we are. Glad to help. They strip. Sublight gives me the creeps. They're on the promenade. All right. He's friendly enough unless you speak ill of the board. Get the sense he doesn't care for Groundbreaker much. Not that he would, being a board man and all. They can't abide an independent... All their interstellar freighters... Folks around here will bluster that the board... They got us. We push...
The board wouldn't do that.
The board is necessary to provide order to the colony. They believe it's their prerogative to...
It's a tough line to walk. Sure thing. Be seeing you.
I picked up this weird signal the other day from Monarch.
Here we go again. No one lives on Monarch. It's a wasteland. You were hearing things.
No, seriously. There was a lot of static.
This is Halcyon News. We interrupt your regularly scheduled advertisement for the following story. The board would like to remind spacers and other travelers that passage to Monarch is restricted for your protection.
Can we talk? Try not to be distracted by the glare of the adverts. Lots of unsavory types about.
With pea-free nuts in it. It's time for a KYO.
Ooh, can we rent an upstairs room?
I don't have time for this.
Bless my heart. A stranger come knocking on a poor old woman's door. You here for a particular reason? Or did the neighbors tell you how good my sugar... Those have been the height of illegality since Stellar Bay turned their noses up at the board. You and I could be thrown to the void just for discussing such a transaction. Lucky for us, Groundbreaker's a free port. We're outside of the board's control. For the time being, at least. Now, I only have the one nav key. And they're hard to come by these days. It won't be cheap. If you find yourself lacking in the bits... Phineas, that old kook. Real light in the wallet, too. Well, I find I'm in need of a ship captain with a little moral flexibility. Do you know Edna, over in engineering? Sweet as a pea, that one. On occasion, she'll pass along transmissions I might find interesting. She sent me a recording of a distress signal she'd scraped from the Groundbreaker. Curious thing is, it came... You've got an ear for intrigue and a nose for bits. I like... If you should find his... The more we go... Don't forget to come... Might want to acquaint yourself with Junlei Tennyson, Groundbreaker's chief. You'll find her fretting in engineering. I've got a lovely little throw... It's almost time for today. What do you want? Groundbreaker's radiator. Miss June. Go right ahead. Oh, a little of this, a little of that. I also need...
What about non-famous players? I earned quite a reputation as a fifth back during my penitentiary...
You do have a favorite... But that's not what you... Ask the common folk, and they'll tell... Because that's... I think that... That's right, dearie. Though for...
Halcyon News. We interrupt your regularly scheduled advertisement for the following story. Do you have what it takes to...
Seeking relief from the heat? Till Junlei gets those... And we're... Couldn't say. And I wouldn't be pouring... All I know is we're cooked... They're supposed to gather up all the heat this... Instead of the heat going... Weeks? Engineering. Chief Junlei Tennyson, to be precise. Don't know what's got her dragging... That's not... There's nobody who knows... She doesn't...
There's your drink, man. If you want anything else, just flag me down.
Go back to Byzantium, you go.
Ah, the board. Organized, efficient, competent.
Ah, yes. Wheeler messaged me you were coming. He must be the captain of the Unreliable, a vessel that used to be helmed by one Alex Hawthorne. And you are not he. Has something happened to my favorite scruffy freelancer? Oh no, this is terrible. My dear friend, what devilry is this? and whose miserable fever... Oh, Alex. He was my dear... You have his ship, you must know. That picture of us on the promenade, me hugging him, him wincing. I keep a copy beside my bed. Did he? It must have been lost with Alex, then. Tell me, how did he die? You're quite right, of course. Best not to pry into such dismal... Right. You're going important places. There, I've removed the flag from your ship. I'm terribly sorry for the inconvenience. However, before you go... Well, Alex knew, or he said he did. And you have his ship. Maybe he kept some records around, or a conveniently placed note on his bedside. That's... Well... Oh, I'm sorry. This is... It's personal business, I'm afraid. Information on the whereabouts of Phineas Wells would go a long way. It's... well, it's my white whale. It's fine, really. It's... Now, if you've nothing else, please see yourself out. I'd like to drown myself in work. What? I'll have to send her a festive fruit basket as thanks. An apprehension of this caliber will be tremendous. Just a teensy one, the teensiest. Nothing to, The thing is... I might have pawned my official board seal to Gladys, the black market fancier on the Groundbreaker. I can't authorize the paperwork you'll...
Stray too much from the, straight and narrow, and one may just find himself assigned pastoral duty in a maximum security penitentiary.
To give away something so important to you.
I'll thank you not to... It's only temporary, so you'll need to get... You probably don't even know where Wells is. None of... Law, what am I going to do now? Oh, I'm sorry. Be my guest. Oh, good law. Cheap deplorable. A luxury... Oh, good... As this all... Ask...
Have you seen this man? Reward offered for information. Artie greeting, potential customer. Welcome to Auntie's latest unit dispense protein. Beginning dispensing.
Thought there'd be more machinery. Must be housed on a sub-level.
Junlei Tennyson. I'm captain around here, but chief to my friends. Hope you don't mind the formal introduction. Groundbreaker doesn't see many visitors. No, it isn't. It's a mess. But just so we understand each other? Good. Don't go making trouble, and chances are you... So what brings you to Groundbreaker? I'm curious, even though not... Interesting. The powers that be paint an... We see a lot of the same faces coming and going. Most of them boards.
What? I didn't think you just...
Parvati, is it? That's a lovely name.
I was just thinking, I haven't got much experience working with actual, real spaceships.
Junlei is fine.
Okay. Since you run a whole space station, I was wondering...
I'd be happy to make the time, Parvati. You can ask me anything.
Right. Wow, great. Couldn't have done it without your moral support, Captain.
Now, if there's nothing else, there are other parts of... Groundbreaker's radiators need replacement parts. They're done. Only the board has access. None. The board isn't help. Reasonable, huh? According to my grandmother's old schematics, the parts we need should be in the back bays. Hold on. The back bays... Good.
Can we talk? Captain, if I could trouble you for a moment of your time, while we're on the Groundbreaker, I may have an... I've been thinking on that. There's a former associate... He's... That's a good... I'll Thank you.